Okay, so hopefully this is the final video. I tweaked the text to where it's correctly placed. I went in, I had chose a font for this of Arial Narrow so that it would match as closely as possible as the original mock-up. And you can add fonts in Dreamweaver. I think the book covers like how to add fonts and how to mess with fonts, so I'll let you go through the book on that one. Now we have heading 1s, we have some text, and links that we need to style. Whenever you're making the initial template or the initial page 1 of whatever site you're building, you must put in some text. You need your heading 1, heading 2, heading 3s. You need some paragraph text, and usually like an image of some sort so that you have some things to style so that you don't leave anything out, so that your client doesn't put in like a heading 1 later on and oops, it doesn't match anything at all. So let's put in some styles and we'll finish up our style sheet. We have our heading 1, and if we want to, we can put in fonts and all kinds of craziness. Now I'm just simply going to double click it. For the font family, I think I chose Tahoma. We could choose a font size here. I'm going to leave that what it normally is, but I'll assign a color from what we've been using. So number sign 1F 1C. Okay, got another 1, another C. There's always 6 numbers in hex, so I can tell when I've really goofed up. Okay, and I'm just gonna like copy that and paste it for these other 2. And I have my blue and orange up here, and I want to use the blue for my heading 2. Alright, Control S for save. I'm going to go up to my CSS styles, and for my heading 3, I'm going to click on it, and over here in this box where it says color, I can click on that and decide if I want something different. Like maybe I want a lighter gray. So I'll do it that way. Alright, let's talk about our basic links. Now our basic links are in the content section. So I'm going to put them underneath there because we might later want some links in the footer, we want some links somewhere else, and they'll have to be styled differently. So I'm going to put my links under the content. And to do so, I'm going to type in content because that's our selector ID, :link, comma, number sign, content, :visited, and then my curly brackets. Okay, go down a line. It'll be content, hover, hover, comma, alright, just like that. Now whatever you put up here in this very top box is going to get inherited. So if you wanted to put a font or something right there, the next one down is going to inherit that. Now I'm going to assign a color, and I'm going to say number 3A, 6E, B5. Which is a blue. And my text decoration is going to be underlined. Okay, for the next one, the color is going to be, where am I at? Oh, there I am, 003399. See what I forgot? Number sign. I won't work without it. You kind of get used to staring at this stuff after a while, and it gets easier. Alright, I'm going to take a look at my colors, make sure everything looks good. It looks good. I'll go back to my HTML page, check my links and my headings, and they're starting to look cool. Okay, final thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a style. And you can make a lot of really cool styles in CSS, and I'm going to use a couple to control the images on the page for every image. Using the align tags, like align left or align right, is the easiest way to do it, but it's also called deprecated, which means that you're not really supposed to do it that way anymore. Because someone made another arbitrary rule about web design. And we don't really care about arbitrary rules, but, you know, sometimes it's good to know what's current. Let me find, there we go. So I'm going to go underneath styles now, and I'm going to put in some styles. Sorry if you can't hardly hear me sometimes. I'm kind of moving around a lot. Okay, curly brackets. It's going to be, well, I tell you what, I'm going to use Dreamweaver since I'm running out of time. So I made a style called dotted line, and I'm going to go to border, and I'm going to uncheck these boxes. And what I'm going to do is say bottom. Let's make like a dash line. It seems more construction-y. 2 pixels. And for my color, let's make it that blue. 3A, 6E, B5. I know the book says stuff about web safe, but really, you know, if the browser's within the last 12 years, you should be in pretty good shape to use whatever color you want to. Now we're going to do some floats. I'm going to do float left pad, curly brackets. I'm going to make a float right pad, curly brackets. And what this is going to do, I'm going to float it to left, and I'm going to add some padding of 5 pixels. So that on our images, if we want to float them left or align them left, we can just put a style on them. There's no need to use the align tag, and this gives us a lot more control over that. So let's go back to our test page, and I'm quickly running out of time. I'll probably have to make one more image because I want to show you something on the, or one more video to show you something on the footer. Instead of going to the align, I'm going to go float left pad, or I could go, I should have floated this right, shouldn't I? I made them both the same. Let's go right. That's what happens when you get in a hurry. And see, it's floated it right, and it's put padding around the image so it's not bumped up against that text. Alright, really smart thing to do. When we get back, let's do the footer and call it a day.